After 4.5 months on the sidelines, we'd like to wish everybody a welcome return aboard the home of Hype Train Football Club. Without any football due to the ongoing pandemic, we were in action for the first time since March 14th, travelling to West Drayton to take on fellow East Berkshire Football League outfit Townmead for a pre-season encounter on Saturday the 1st of August 2020. Wearing our brand new green Kitlocker power-up night kit for the occasion, we lined up with the towering Jack Grosh in between the goalposts. Rod Stevens and Jamie Carter were positioned in the fullback spots, with Robert Austin and Joe Sawyer in the heart of defence. Scott Terry and Chris Marshall were just ahead of Josh Cox in midfield, with width out wide coming from John Watkins and Callum Fox-Spence. Leading the line in attack was our golden oldie Sam Padden. Among the substitutes were debutants Liam Lukeman and Phil Newport, with the returning Sammy Seville making the trip to West Drayton to round out our squad. Enjoy the highlights from a hot summer's day of football just outside of London, and if you were taken by our content, make sure to like the video, check out our new website hypetrainfc.com and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Tragedy befell the squad almost immediately in the game as we try to work a throw-in on the left-hand side. Townmead are able to clear the ball back and pass a couple of balls back through to their goalkeeper, who's got an option to clear. The kick's poor as it gets a bobble and it eventually bounces back up into the box where Sam Padden and the goalkeeper challenge for a loose ball in the air. Pads falls really awkwardly on his right knee on the way down, and unfortunately, even though we don't know the extent of his injury, it looks like Pads is going to be out for a very long time. With the Liam Lukeman on for Pads after just a couple of minutes due to injury, it's actually Liam that picks up the ball in midfield after Townmead give it away. The ball eventually bobbles up to Chris Marshall, who looks up and sees Callum Fox-Spence on the right hand side. Callum jinks in and he's got a shot on, but unfortunately the shot is just ragged wide. On the attack again down the left flank, Jamie Carter's got an opportunity with a throw-in to find Liam. Liam passes it back to Jamie and Carter's ball is unfortunately wayward to a Townmead player. The ball's played back to myself, Robert Austin, who floats in a ball that goes to the edge of the box. Townmead are unable to clear with Callum Fox-Spence hitting a rifled shot that goes just wide of the post again. From a throw-in, Townmead had their first real opportunity into the game, and it's one that they probably should have taken advantage of. The first instance of play sees ourselves at the back clear a ball, and from the resulting throw-in, Townmead again pick up the ball from the edge of the box and they're able to play it in. The looping ball should have been collected by Jack Grosh and it falls out to one of the Townmead players, but unfortunately the shot with a gaping goal goes wide. Looking to keep possession of the ball, Rod Stevens does well to win the ball and then hold off the opposing midfielder and passes back to Joe. Joe passes inside to myself and then I look up and find Carter. Carter's got a bit of time on the ball and then shoots the ball into midfield, but unfortunately it gets picked up. Townmead now have an opportunity to counter and the number 9 squeezes the ball out to their winger, who takes a couple of touches, and as he bears down on goal, unfortunately his shot is over the bar. Into the second half with the game still goalless, Townmead play in a low corner which is well blocked by Josh Cox. Jamie Carter then stands up well against a Townmead attacker, ushering the ball away for another corner. Our best opportunity fell in the second half from a Rod Stevens throw-in as he finds substitute Phil Newport on his debut. Phil does really well to take it away from a couple of players before the ball falls out to Sammy Seville after a tackle. Sammy's curling shot goes just narrowly wide, keeping the score goalless. From the resulting goal kick, Townmead give the ball away as their keeper's kick goes straight back to our own goalkeeper Jack, with Rod helping it on via his chest. Jack looks up and rolls it into my feet, and as I'm able to turn round I see Sammy down the left flank and ping a ball into him. The ball is excellently controlled by Sammy, first with a head and then with a chest, before he's able to play in Phil down the left. Phil's got one opportunity to cross the ball in and he finds Chris Marshall at the back post, but Townmead defend brilliantly here, nicking it away through a corner kick. The game eventually did see its first goal of the afternoon as Townmead have a free kick on the left hand side. The ball, we're waiting for a long time to come in, finally does, with the header being saved brilliantly by Jack, but their player at the back post is able to stab in for the opening goal of the day. Playing from right to left, Townmead have an opportunity with a few minutes left on the clock to play it around with their central defenders, with Callum Fox-Spence doing the dirty nitty-gritty work up top. There's a 1-2 between the left back and the defender as the ball is eventually played in over the top. Jack Grosh starts to come off his line and the Townmead player notices that and he stabs it in at the back post to double their lead with a few minutes left. From a Townmead throw-in in the last minute of the game, Joe Sawyer does well to get involved and he picks out Phil Newport down the right hand side. A through ball down to Callum Fox-Spence is unfortunately wayward as the goalkeeper's punt goes so far off screen our video camera can't capture it. Eventually the ball does bobble in between myself and Sammy Seville in a collision, with Townmead's number 9 rifling in a brilliant goal to treble their lead and end the contest. With the second and third goals coming very late on in the day, that was all she wrote for the squad on our first football outing as a group in months. Again, our wishes go out to Sam Padden. We're all wishing you a quick and speedy recovery. We'll be back next time for more pre-season action, and until then, believe the hype.